We're honored to welcome so many distinguished colleagues and leaders, including Governor Jay Inslee and Washington State Commerce Director Lisa Brown. We're now at the beginning of a revolution in how we generate, manage, and use energy. And the pace of innovation is only accelerating. We must prepare our workforce to meet this challenge.
But this is just the beginning of the acceleration of that curve, in part because this is going to scale up dramatically, exponentially. And as it scales up, so is the workforce demand's going to. And it's going to go a lot faster than anybody thinks.
P&L is one of the largest employers in Eastern Washington. Driven in large part by increased federal investment in clean energy research, we are targeting 6% year-over-year growth, and we can't hire fast enough.
But I think we're here today because we know that one of the biggest challenges is, in fact, workforce and how to create those pathways so that wherever you are in the state, you can find a pathway into this really exciting and economically rewarding these economically rewarding fields.
The state and the governor have supported this notion of really mapping out these pathways so we give not just inspiration and aspiration to middle school and high school students, but we connect them to the myriad of things that they can do to live a great life, to make a big difference, and to help us with this challenge.
The younger generations are especially passionate about fighting climate change, and we really need to leverage that motivation and make sure that they know the industry offers, I think, many opportunities for them to be part of that solution.
It's been apparent to me for a long time that workers and our community can either invest in workforce training to adopt leading edge technology if we want to create the productivity gains necessary to compete.
It's the type of skills that have shifted over our workforce, especially our field workers. They have to have strong mechanical skills. Certainly, they always have had, but it's the technical skills now that are so important. In addition to a screwdriver and wrenches and all the things they use, they have to use a computer, and sometimes it's their primary work tool.
We need a source of that skilled workforce in Central Washington. And sometimes it's pretty hard to recruit folks from Western Washington into those Central Washington and Eastern Washington industrial opportunities.
Our focus is less on developing new technology than implementing the exciting solutions developed by others. And so when addressing the future workforce, we must not lose track of the need for skilled and proficient trades of all classifications.
The apprenticeship programs in Washington State that I'm privileged to represent invest approximately $75 to $100 million of private money annually on state-of-the-art training to provide our employer partners the talent they need to provide the infrastructure and service that our society has come to rely on.
This is a huge opportunity for resetting equity, right? Because in this situation, the incumbents or the people who had the jobs all these years aren't necessarily going to be the only ones who can have them in the future and don't necessarily have an inherent advantage.
There's no way we're going to be able to be as innovative as we have to meet these challenges if we don't do a better job of increasing the diversity of our communities and our workforces to reflect the people around us and to get them excited.
That clean energy transition is an enormous opportunity for all of us. And in our world, really coming to the talent side, what it means is more engineers for hardware and software development, more data scientists, and increasing the focus on technical skills.
I know the Environmental Innovation Challenge, some of these business programs within those ecosystems have been really helpful in sort of training the entrepreneurial mindset and helping students early on sort of see career paths in startups and building something new, not just joining onto something that already exists.
I believe there needs to be hands-on technical courses to expose students on really how to apply that reading, writing, and arithmetic. And upon graduation, there need to be career options for these kids too. Not everyone needs to go to college. Trade schools are a great educational choice for many, many folks.
This is a $23 trillion international industrial sector. It is clearly the largest growth opportunity for people's careers, and maybe the largest transition since we transitioned, from the horsepower to steam, and it will be equally transformative.
The best investment of all, the highest return on investment is in people. It's in our young people. It's in our workers. When we invest in them, they make it happen. They make a better future for themselves, their families, and their communities.